Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, on the surface, this might seem like a harmless children's show about a sponge living in a pineapple under the sea. But if you look a little closer, if you actually pay attention to the subtext and the underlying themes, what you'll find is a cleverly disguised piece of left-wing propaganda promoting the most insidious liberal values. First, let's talk about SpongeBob himself. SpongeBob SquarePants is not just a sponge, he represents the epitome of the liberal archetype. He's overly emotional, constantly crying or laughing hysterically at the drop of a hat. He's dependent on a social structure that supports his every whim. He works at the Krusty Krab, where he's underpaid and overworked by the capitalist Mr. Krabs, who is ironically portrayed as the greedy villain when, in fact, he's the one providing jobs and stimulating the economy of Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob's best friend, Patrick Star, is a starfish who literally lives under a rock. He's unemployed, uneducated, and he leeches off the system, contributing nothing of value. This is the liberal dream, a society where it's perfectly acceptable to do nothing and expect everything in return. Now, Squidward Tentacles, SpongeBob's neighbor, is clearly meant to represent the conservative viewpoint. He's intelligent, cultured, and he seeks to improve his lot in life through practice and hard work playing his clarinet and trying to engage in the arts. Dare I say it? Literally me. Yet, the show paints Squidward as a grumpy, unhappy character, while SpongeBob, the liberal, is always joyful in his carefree, irresponsible lifestyle. And let's not forget Sandy Cheeks, a squirrel from Texas who lives underwater in a dome. A clear mockery of the idea of American exceptionalism and self-reliance. Sandy is a scientist, which the show uses to push a pro-science agenda often against the traditions and norms of the underwater society. The show constantly pushes environmentalist messages too, with episodes focusing on the dangers of global warming, despite the fact that they live underwater where these issues would presumably be less relevant. It's all about indoctrinating our children with fear and concern over climate change. In conclusion, folks, SpongeBob SquarePants is not just a simple cartoon. It's a cleverly veiled liberal manifesto teaching our kids to laugh in the face of hard work, to embrace emotional instability as a virtue, and to look at capitalists and traditionalists as the bad guys. SpongeBob, with his incessant laughter in the face of Squidward's misery, is the villain of the show, showcasing a world where liberalism triumphs and common sense is thrown out the window. Take that, libs. How will you guys even recover? I only had to watch 15 hours of SpongeBob to destroy you.